Scooping up the bowl and my keys, I dump everything back on the table, pick up my overnight bag, drag everything 3 more steps, stop, drop my bags, go back for my keys, damn it, and then finally manage to get myself and my stuff to the door. I fling it open and say, "Hi," to the back of a man's head. The back of his head is nice enough, as those things go, with thick dark hair in a neat style. But it wasn't what I was expecting. Why is he staring? Tires squeal, and a car peels off down the street. I glance after it, then back to my visitor? Guide? Transportation facilitator? Why does he care so much about that car? It's not his, is it? Did someone steal his car? No, he teleported here, from Switzerland, where he's going to take me just as soon as he stops being so distracted. Hello? He turns to face me, finally, and I take a step back at the mean-looking frown on his face. Whoa, not friendly. It's too bad, because he's seriously fine. I like attractive men, even the straight ones. People lust after them, and that generates plenty of sexual energy to keep me healthy. That's why I live in this neighborhood, even though it's a bit iffy. There are 3 strip clubs within a 2-block radius, and that means lots of residual sexual energy for those times when I get caught up in work and forget I need sustenance. "Camden?" he asks. "Are you Camden Torrence?" "Cam," I correct. Nobody calls me Camden. "Were you expecting someone? A visitor?" It's my turn to frown, and I hesitate. Is he not my ride? He's a demon, I can tell, even though he has his horns glamoured to hide them from humans. Those of us in the community don't need physical characteristics to recognize each other. I was expecting someone. Is that not you? Because I'm all ready to go. I gesture to my bags and somehow drop my keys. Whoops! When I straighten from picking them up, he's staring at me. Do I have something on my face? I swipe at my cheek and only just avoid putting my eye out with my keys. Maybe there's a machine oil smudge. Working with moving metal bits calls for it, and sometimes I'm not as neat as I could be. "No, there's nothing on your face. There was a man at your door. He'd just knocked. But when I got here and said hi, he ran off. That was him in the car, driving like he'd been set on fire." "Oh, well, hopefully he slows down before he causes an accident," I say brightly. "Are we ready to go?" The frown comes back as he studies my face. "Aren't you curious or concerned? This isn't exactly the safest neighborhood in the world." He pointedly glances at the overgrown yards with cars up on blocks and the group of young men hanging out on a porch across the street. My yard isn't overgrown, but only because it's concreted. Not by me. The previous owner did it. But it was a definite selling point when I bought the place. One less thing for me to forget to take care of. I shrug. I'm not going to be here, and I'm bringing my tools with me. There's not really anything else worth stealing. Not unless the thief wants some bolts and other bits of metal. I work on commission only, so I don't have any finished pieces in the house, just components. He blinks. "But it's still not good for someone to break into your home. What if they decide to stick around once they realize you're not here? They could wait for you to come back." "And then what? Ransom me off? Nobody's paying money for me. The only value I'd have to them is if they want a custom mechanical puzzle, which seems like a stretch. But this guy doesn't seem like he's gonna let this go, and I really want to leave. So I smile confidently at him and put down my bags. You're right. I should take precautions for while I'm gone. Stepping past him, I cup my hands around my mouth and shout, "Hey, Lenny! I'm going away for a bit. Keep an eye on the house for me." One of the men across the street looks up. He and his friends do stuff I don't ask questions about, ever,